Hello, idiot hookers. Talking about one of my favorite shows, Scream Queens. This is Season 2, Episode 9, entitled Lovin' the D. So I liked tonight's episode. I thought it was very funny, and I thought it was very interesting. We start out with the Green Meanie killers trying to attack the Chanels. And the Green Meanies are kind of tripping over one another because there's just too many of them in the mix. And of course, they fail to kill the Chanels, and they get into an argument. This, of course, is Cassidy, Wes, and Nurse Hoffel. And then out of nowhere comes Hester saying, hey, we need a Green Meanie Summit. And this, of course, leads to a scene where they discuss who they're going to kill and who they've killed, which I thought was interesting. Season 1, you didn't really have a feel for who was doing all the killing. Well, who was doing what killing, because you had Boone, and then Hester and Gigi, and of course Pete, and then they throw in a pizza guy, and it was like, who killed who? This one, they kind of lay it out, and I thought the best reveal from that was that Wes killed Chad. Now, everything else, I mean, who really cares who killed Chanel? Insert whatever number. But yeah, that was interesting, and of course, what was funny about that was they get into an argument about who's going to kill Chanel. Number one, Wes and Hoffel, and also funny was Hester bringing up how Wes is her dad. And I thought that was kind of touching. Anyway, this kind of leads to the Hoffel getting picked to be the killer of Chanel, and Wes not liking that. Also leads to the death of Chanel number 7 or 8, Marfan, the big one. I thought her death scene was pretty funny because it's like a cartoonish trap where there's a plate of snickerdoodles and she goes to eat them, and then you see the Green Meanie, who's Wes, is up in the floor ceiling boards, throws down a noose, starts trying to hang her, but she's too tall to hang, so then he really has to reach up and hang her. Meanwhile, we have a new character introduced, Dr. Scarlett Lovin. She's a TV show doctor like Dr. Oz or Dr. Phil, and of course she's played by Brooke Shields. Funny enough, they're coming to the hospital to do a surgery on a guy who's got this massive tumor in his face, and this of course means they want to feature the Chanels, but the Chanels aren't actual medical students, so they got to pass some exam, and of course they cheat, except Chanel and Chanel 3, they cheat, but Chanel number 5 apparently is actually super smart and was able to pass it all on her own, but no one cares. Funny stuff. And of course the doctor is killed off by a poisonous coffee that Wes left out for her, meant for Chanel. This of course pisses off Hoffel and Cassidy, and they set it up to kill Wes with a hot tub filled with boiling peanut oil, which was meant for Chanel, a la Mrs. Bean. I thought it was funny when Nurse Hoffel's just dumping the stuff in there. She's trying to convince Chanel that it'd be great for her skin, and of course this now they're gonna do Wes. Someone's gonna, but he decides basically to go out on his own terms and just walks up and jumps in. Last lures were playlist. See, someone else got killed. Well, no, I think I've covered all the deaths. Like I said, it was a decent episode, kept things interesting, and now I am looking forward to the season finale, see who gets it. My predictions, I don't know, definitely Nurse Hoffel's going to die off, and I think Cassidy's mother's going to die because, I mean, what's the point of her sticking around? I don't know who else, really. Like, I think Dr. Brock's going to get it, and I think probably Dean Munch is going to die, unless she was faking it, which was one of my predictions. But I don't know, because in this episode she passed out a lot, so it does seem like she has Kuro, the cannibal's disease. So I think she might be dead by the end of the episode one way or another. I'm wondering if the hospital's going to explode, because they set it up in the preview for the next episode, I don't know what they call it, trailers, but whatever it is, there's going to be a bomb. So maybe the hospital will get blown, but I don't think so. I think the hospital's going to stick around and it'll be a part of the epilogue of the season. Someone else is running it, like Zayday. So I think Zayday's going to escape. I think the last remaining extra Chanel, the one with the Mobius disease, who I was rooting to she'd stay alive. She's probably in the first person killed off in the episode. And as far as the Chanels, I could stand for Chanel Prime or Chanel 3 to get it. Well, not 3, 5. But I don't think any of the Chanels are going to get it. Wouldn't mind Hester getting it. I do think we'll see Grace in this episode. She'll pop in at the end. Probably take over for her father. And hunt down the Chanels. And we'll have to see. Like I said, I thought it was a very decent episode. Kept things interesting. Seeing Wes getting killed off. I'm kind of surprised, not really surprised, because I was like, well, they're not going to kill Cassidy this scene. I knew someone was going to end up in that hot tub filled with peanut oil. I thought it was going to be awful, but it was Wes. And he basically decided to jump in himself. I guess so they wouldn't kill his other daughter, Hester, which I thought, oh, that's a nice little touch there. But like I said, a decent episode. A few surprises. Since we're on TV, today we learned of the passing of another TV star. 2006 just keeps taking the best from us. Alan Thicke, the dad from Growing Pains, he's gone. I don't know what to say. I mean, I watched him on TV on Growing Pains, and I loved him in that. He was such a character that he played, and I guess one in real life. So he will be missed.